Science questions? Could a balance between the invisible, visible, unmanifest, manifest, subjective, internal experience, objective, external form, both be needed for health and happiness in this world of polarity? Maybe. The subjective and the objective are in an inseparable relationship to each other. Perhaps the seen and the unseen should not be separate. Perhaps the unseen is perceived by the intuition. Perhaps the known could increase and be more complete if the unknown were allowed into the known, if the unseen were allowed into the seen, like invisible air naturally going into the visible lungs. If we define science as the quality of the physical, faith as the quality of the non-physical, perhaps the centuries-old hatred between these two could be minimized. Perhaps they could see the need for each of these qualities. Perhaps they could see their value and uniqueness. Perhaps science and faith could see that both qualities of the physical and non-physical contain validity and are needed for authentic knowledge. Visible plus invisible equals knowledge. Known plus unknown equals knowledge. Perhaps, to be human and only look at nature through the mind, the realm of the known, is ineffective and even artificial. Perhaps the human species is both a rational thinking and emotional feeling creature. Therefore, could it make sense that science is currently embracing only half of our human tool, brain, to know nature? Could it be then that if science embraced the whole human tool to know, i.e. including the unknown, perhaps it would be more successful in understanding and embracing nature, thus using the visible brain and the invisible consciousness? Maybe another ineffective method of the mind is its use of time. The rational mind mostly thinks, perceives, and projects only in two aspects of time, past and future. The mind may think it is thinking in the present, yet is subtly thinking about the past or the future. To think, perceive, or project all three aspects of time, past, present, and future, perhaps the human needs to include the non-physical and irrational emotion along with the physical and irrational thought for whole health. It is becoming known now that the observer is a critical ingredient in the scientific experiment. Observer plus observed equals knowledge. Non-physical consciousness plus physical form equals knowledge. Perhaps the electromagnetic force, the push force in the universe versus the gravitational pull force in the universe, is actually will force or willpower. With its field-like properties, is willpower, consciousness, not limited to time and space? Perhaps. Physical equals finite equals manifested equals outer plus non-physical equals infinite equals unmanifested equals inner equals infinity or infinity